Good afternoon, sir.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right, doing all right. Good afternoon, world. Hello, world. Thank you for joining us, man, on Rap Nerds presented by the Music Support Group. It's your host, 40 Ounce Guru. I got my man Curt Leroy Jackson out there in LA.
What's
Say what's
up,
up to the
brother?
people.
What's up, man? It's Curt Leroy Green the third on IG. Yeah, man, what's good, bro? How's your Saturday been?
I feel rested.
That's good.
I
You know
took a
what?
nap
This
before this podcast. I got active this morning, right? Played around the golf.
mhm.
I had lunch with my beautiful lady. I had a nice little day. Ran some errands. It was good.
So I'm gonna take this discussion that did you go out for lunch or did y'all order in?
We went out. We've been trying to go out to
Mm.
places that have outdoor seating and like have been like adhering social distancing guidelines. So yeah,
Oh,
we try to do that more during the week that we usually eat in.
okay. All right.
Maybe I shouldn't be saying that. Like
I mean,
what
no, no. I
are
was
you
just,
judging me?
I just want to prove a point. But I mean,
What's the point?
Amber might kick my ass later. But whatever. Let's carry on. Let's go.
What did I just
No,
unwillingly
I mean,
contribute to?
I've kind of grown kind of restless of just being in the house, and you know what,
Same.
and I've been kind of like I would rather kind of go out to a restaurant, but at the same time I'm kind of like disregarding her feelings right now because I understand like we have the newborn,
Right.
you don't want him out and about everywhere with
Right.
people
Right.
breathing on top
Right.
of him.
Right.
So I think it's just me. I need to get over myself and just kind of just be stuck in the house for a few more months until little man's whatever. I don't know, ready to get out and about.
I think you should definitely consider it with your wife's feelings and do whatever she,
I
is
am.
best
I
for you
am.
guys.
You're right, brother. You're right.
I
You are right. You're right. Anyway, go ahead. Let's get into it.
Oh man. This is what the second episode of our summer series.
It is.
Um, this is our mini film series, and we usually are having rap or music centered discussions. In this summer, we're tackling films, specifically black films or black centered films, or films with black directors, however you want to look at it. And then specifically from the '90s to like 2000s. Last episode we did was Baby Boy, right? Josh
Mm.
Singleton's, what do we describe it as a summary of life in the hood of the local bike mechanic? I don't know.
Somebody somebody texted me, my friend Vern, shout out to Vern. He texted me, he was like, Jody wasn't no damn bike mechanic. He was just a bum. Um so the life of a bum living in the hood, basically.
I try to give. I tried to. So
uh, but this episode we got into something. I mean, Baby Boy was funny, but Friday is just like
Friday's like designed to be like it's
nonstop
comedic
laughs.
relief, right?
Yeah.
So we're doing the Friday trilogy. I think in the '90s, especially, I think it came out with April of '95, and prior to that, there was that budding genre of film where you were, encapsulating the experience of being black in the hood, right?
Mhm.
And but it was from a very dark side of it, and it
Yeah.
wasn't really capturing all of it. So Ice Cube, him and DJ Pooh was a legendary producer. Did a lot of the NWA stuff. And him and Cube got together, wrote the script, and they wanted to give a more comedic element of the hood, right? Because that's the hood is not all serious and
You know
death.
what
Like, yeah,
though?
people
But
just kicking it.
the storyline itself, I mean, if it wasn't no comedic like relief to it, it would have been like a kind of sad storyline. But like there was a comedic relief to it though.
Yeah, there was, but it was definitely more so. So I read that so they got the influence for this inspiration for this movie from the movie Clerks,
Mm.
and that's what they're trying to kind of mold it in like a their version of like a stoner flick, if you will, right? Like
Oh,
they're
okay.
just
Okay.
kicking it on a Friday. Like they're, I mean, yeah, he lost his job, and they're just trying to make it through the day. All right, like honestly, I don't even know why they're looking forward to Friday because Smokey didn't have a job. Like every day was Friday for him. Like I don't
It's
even,
but you know what? There's something about like Friday. Like even in like we've been stuck in quarantine, but there's something about like okay, it's Friday. I don't know what I'm looking forward
yeah,
to like, but they're like it's Friday. Like it's the end of the
yeah.
week. I can like kind of kick back and relax a little bit, like
Mm-hmm.
and just enjoy the weekend or whatever and enjoy myself.
I feel it. I
Yeah.
feel it. I feel it. So we're at the episode. We're gonna do each of these three movies, right? We're just gonna do like a quick synopsis of each movie and pull the themes and our favorite elements from the trilogy because we don't need to do three episodes for each of these
No, we don't.
movies.
They
But
don't.
hey,
They don't
they're
deserve three
not. It's not. They don't.
episodes.
It's not necessary. But I think we just it's fitting to at least recognize that this trilogy has made such an impact in Hollywood that we don't really recognize, give it credit for
Yeah,
because
a
of all
lot
the
of
people
lot
that
of
have been given stars.
lot of stars produced in this, like in this like even if you just go from trying to pull it up right now, but if you just go from like
Hmm.
the original Friday, like how many people got their first shots at like
Yep.
acting and everything.
Yep.
Chris Tucker, uh
Yep.
who
Chris Tucker
else?
became an A-list star
Yeah.
after this
Like
movie.
he did
Like that's why
when did
he did next Friday.
yeah, this kind of propelled him to like the Rush Hour status and everything. I don't know
Bro,
when did Rush Hour 1 come out?
so Rush Hour 1 was like a little bit after the 98. So he did this and then he had did the Dead Presidents. He did Money Talks with Charlie
Yeah, he did.
Sheen.
Okay. Yeah.
He did Fifth Element,
Yep.
became a star in that. He did Jackie Brown,
Yep.
the Quentin Tarantino flick, and then he went to Rush Hour. Like
Yep.
that's and then I think the year he did Rush Hour, and after he did Rush Hour, the studio booked him for like two more Rush Hours, and he was like the highest paid actor in Hollywood that
Chris
year or
Tucker was
something
the
like that.
man, dude. Like
Like
he was
he
the man.
right.
I remember so um at my old job, I was no, this was I was actually an intern. This was back in like 2013 or 2014. I was still in school. And so I was working on the sidelines at the Georgia Dome for the Falcons games. And I was
Flex.
like just
Don't flex on
but
him a little bit. Go ahead. Go ahead.
whatever.
Earn flex. You earn flex.
But anyway, so I mind you, I'm like I said, I was an intern. I was a nobody. So I'm running up and down on the sidelines or whatever, and I run into this guy, and legit, like I was so busy in the moment, like I was like, bro, come on, like move or whatever. And I ran. I was like halfway through the tunnel or whatever where the players run, and I stopped, and I was like, oh shit, that was Chris Tucker. Like I just ran through Chris Tucker and told him to move out my way. Like, so I like sprinted back, sprinted back on the sideline, and I was like, "Bro, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry." He was like, "It's all good, man." He's actually a really nice guy. I've actually met him like 3 or 4 times. Really nice guy.
He probably thought you were the biggest. Like, who the fuck this guy think he
Like
is?
this
Like,
kid too. Like,
do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
but outside of Chris Tucker, you had Nia Long in that movie. I mean,
Yeah,
she
Bernie
kind of
Mac.
yeah, she was kind of in certain stuff. Bernie Mac, that was kind of
Mm-hmm.
you know, who else? Megan Good was in that movie. Uh, Yvette Wilson, that's
Mm-hmm.
who was Rita. She went on to play she was on Moesha. She's
Oh yeah, the her
the
best friend.
yeah the barista or
No, no,
whatever.
sorry, not her best friend, but I'm talking
The
about
bar owner.
Monique's
Yeah,
best
yeah,
friend.
yeah, the bar owner, the bar owner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just produced a lot of stars, bro. It produced a lot of stars.
My favorite tidbit
And
about
Regina King. I forgot about Regina King.
Jenny King.
Regina
My
King's
favorite
huge
tidbit
now.
was that he fought for the director. It was F. I forget what F stands for, but Gary Gray. That was his first film that he directed, but that's significant because prior to that, he had directed music videos.
Okay.
Like today, it was a good day. He directed that
Okay.
video, and Q was like him and DJ Pooh, which is also the character that plays Red in
Mm,
DJ Pooh. He was, they were like, "Yo, we want the studio, we want him to film it," and the studio was like, "All right, that's what you want. Are you sure?" And then they were fighting for it, and then they got him his first film, and then he ended up directing a few other big films over the years. But yeah, like he got people not just like, behind the scenes or not
mm,
just on the camera, but also behind the scenes. Like this was huge for him to be able to go from this rapper in the late '80s to starting to dabble in film as an
mm,
actor to then actually being writing your own screenplay, being the executive producer, and you know hiring the right directors you want. Like you're
yeah.
producing the entire production. Like that's impressive,
Yeah.
especially at this time.
Yeah.
And they created a whole trilogy. So yeah.
The trilogy. Let's hop in. That's cool fun fact. Let's hop into the trilogy. Let's start off with Friday and some of the
This
like
is a challenging time for everyone. And if you've recently lost your health insurance, it can be even more challenging and stressful. Don't go without. Call Karen Ward Maynard at 770-289-4604 or visit KarenWardMaynard.com to request a quote and have all your individual health, life, dental, and long-term care insurance needs met. Again, that's KarenWardMaynard.com. KarenWarde Maynard, Maynard.com.
I don't want to
Okay.
call them themes. I don't. Feel like calling them like the themes of the movie makes this movie like so serious, right? But
Not to be serious. No, theme could be it's a lighthearted theme with
okay,
some serious overtones, but we could talk about the theme. So
okay.
what we got my man lost a job, right? Because he was stealing boxes.
Do you, do you think he was actually stealing boxes?
So no,
And
because
why and what was in these boxes and what was he stealing them for?
so first of all, I hate that they made it seem like he was just stealing cardboard boxes. Like that it's like there's
but
no like come on, like what do you
but
you can steal cardboard boxes
but
from the outside the back of Walmart. Like what do you like?
to that point though, like what else could have been in these boxes? He was still broke. You would think like
They made it
like
seem
if
like he's
I
selling
have a
product.
job and my side hustle is stealing from my job and making a profit off that, I would have like double the money, right? Or at least some money in my pocket. But he had no money, so
Yeah,
they
no
had to be
money at
like
all.
cardboard boxes.
The so a I mean, there's no way that this is all over cardboard boxes. Like, I refuse to believe that. It's like 30 cents for a cardboard box. I don't even. And then on top of that, the dude was the short. I forget his name. The guy played by AJ Johnson, the short one that they found that they met outside of the store he worked at.
Uh-huh.
Remember, there was like a flashback or a scene where he's running down the street with the boxes in his hand. Like he stole the boxes. It wasn't Craig. Like Craig got fired for some shit he didn't even do.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I forgot
Like
about that. You know, but you know what I just thought about? The overall theme of all three movies is that Craig just couldn't keep a job.
Craig couldn't keep a job. He didn't even have a job in the second one.
But he got Day Day fired from his job in the second.
Craig is
Over some
he's
nonsense.
the common issue in all the movies is him and his
Is
F
it
ups.
though? Is it though? In
So
Friday, in Friday, I think it was more Smokey than Craig. Remember,
yeah, I
Craig
guess
said it was his
Smokey owes
first
him the
time.
money.
Yeah, it was his first time getting high and his first time getting shot at in the same day. I think on the first Friday, the villain was clearly Smokey.
Well, not well, I
Not
would
the
say Smokey
villain,
was the
but the
villain.
antagonist, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, so so let's recap his day because this was a long day for them. Like this was a long Friday, right?
Yeah, it really
He
was.
wakes up. He's he didn't seem too concerned about him. Did he lose his job before breakfast or after breakfast?
He lost his job before breakfast because remember he wakes up and he's like, "Hey, you didn't tell." Remember he asked his mom like, "You didn't tell Dad what happened?" Like, so he might
Oh
have
yeah,
lost his
yeah,
job
yeah.
like a few days before,
So
and word was
I,
just getting out.
I guess it's not terribly bad. Like if like I've been fired before, and I'd much rather get fired in like I got fired in the middle of the day. Like that's not a move. Like fire me the night before in the morning. Like nope,
They'll fire me in the middle of the day
nope,
while I got to pack up
bro.
my
Oh,
stuff.
let, bro, let me sleep in, cuz. So at the very least, it seemed like he got fired the day before, which is not bad. If
But
he
it
got
was on
fired,
his day off though. That was the whole thing. Like he
that's
was
the best day to get
off.
fired. I
Is
wish they
it
would have fired
though?
him on my day off. I'd
Is
much rather
it?
get fired on my day off. I,
You would want to
yeah.
ride up to work to get fired on your day off?
Okay, no. So you misunderstood what I'm saying. I'm saying I would rather get fired on my day off and then not just cool. I'm just not going up there.
Okay.
But I didn't realize I forgot about that aspect of it. Like he got fired on the day off. He said to go up there to like
Yeah,
turn in.
to play. They played a tape, and it was like, bro, this is you stealing boxes or whatever. And what? So
I don't
I'm
even
assuming
understand
he
what was
worked at like some type of like UPS or some like package system, right? Because him
I
and
thought it was like a food mart. I thought it
huh?
was like just like a local hood mart.
I thought him and what's his name? Oh boy, that got knocked
We
out.
clearly didn't rewatch this movie
We
before.
did. No, I rewatched it last night, but I can't think of his name. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm sorry. Let me pull up my cast list.
You're supposed to put it in notes.
I was, but I didn't know we was gonna go down this topic, which
Look,
is so unimportant. Red. I thought him and Red worked together. Cause remember he comes up to Craig and Smokey and was like, "Hey, they got you on camera. It kind of looked like you." Remember,
I
Red
don't,
says that
I
to
don't, I
Craig.
think he would, I think they were just playing it like this. This seemed to be a establishment that didn't really value the privacy of its employees because I think he just happened to be down there while they were playing the video
And everybody was just
in the
looking
store,
at
and
it.
everybody was in his door, and so that's how it got around. Because
Okay,
it didn't, I don't think he
this is
worked.
so unimportant to the movie. Anyway, Craig can't keep a job. Uh,
And then
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Smokey owes his plug $200 over all the product that he used himself, and so he somehow roped Craig into that.
What's the most you've given away to somebody that you've just been like, I need my money back? Have you ever been in a situation like that where you're just like, like you've loaned somebody some money, you're like I need this back. Like I know, like the general rule of thumb is to like
Loan what you
give to
don't need
loan
back.
what you don't need, right? What
I
you don't
have.
need back. Like, but have you ever been in this situation where you're just like, hey, cuz if I give you this, I
I'm
need
trying to
this
think. I,
back.
I don't. Unfortunately, I don't think I've. Fortunately,
You don't
I
operate like
haven't.
that.
Yeah, I haven't like given to where like I need this back like right now. I need it back, and I haven't gotten it back. Anything that I haven't gotten back was just like I didn't expect it get it back.
Okay, that's
But so this is so
I'm
there's like
glad to know
what
that because I'm
is
like I'm rolling with
Asian
some good
Love like
people.
his character? Did he what was it, Big Worm? Did he
Yeah,
need the
big
money?
one.
He didn't need the money. He needed the money back. Like
But
he was
no, you know what? No, I don't think he needed the money. I
it was the
think it was
principal.
more so it was like it was the principle.
Yeah, he couldn't have it.
Smokey was being reckless. Like Smokey
He
was
was,
out there like smoking his weed in front of his face, like
yeah.
joints rolled up. Like where else you getting this weed, Smokey? You're broke. I know it's the weed that I loaned you, bro. You're supposed to be giving me money back off this, man. Not
Blasted,
yeah,
blasting that. What was the scene where they're blasting that Mary Jane? That's the flashback where he was. No, not flashback. Well, like the first time that this is my scene by the way.
uh,
When the first time he kicking it, rolls it up and it gets him high,
uh.
and they blast the Mary Jane. Like that to me was like my favorite part of the movie
I
because
think
a that's a
it's the funniest scene.
it's a funny scene.
Yeah,
I mean, Rick James that's just a flawless song. Like I love that song so
yeah.
much. I think that was just my favorite part of the movie, and that was the hype. That was the hype point of their day, and it just went
Them
downhill
getting
from
high,
there.
yeah, it did get downhill. It was, which is
It just
funny.
went
Yeah,
downhill.
it's ironic that they were getting high and that was the high point of their day, and it like everything
Good
else they just
writing,
went. Yeah,
good writing. I'm sure it was deliberate.
I think my scene was, and we talked about this yesterday through text. Excuse me. Was when Craig and Smokey were riding to the store right before they went and smoked. I think it was right before they went and smoked. They were riding to the store, and Craig's and Smokey's beat up car and "Keep the Hedge Ringing" was singing by Dr. Dre. And I posed the question to you: what song makes you feel good while riding, no matter how broke you're riding?
Excuse me.
What's that
It's,
song that you can just cut on? I don't care, like gas take on E, like, but
to
you
me,
on the interstate. It's the sun's going down and you just riding. Dog. You riding
for,
down I
for
20
me,
or 85, 75 right now.
for me, is like we said that Dom Kennedy. When I come around, like it's no
Okay.
matter how man, as long as the sun's out, I feel like I'm the man. You hear that song, you can't help but feel like just on 10
Mm-hmm.
when you hear that. Like you just feeling yourself, you got a little swag going to yourself. Man, at my brokest, at my absolute just lowest, my lowest, that song still put me in a good mood. I may go right back to my low point afterwards. But
Soon
while
as
the
the
song is
song cut off,
riding,
soon as the song cut off, it's back to
like
feeling
damn,
broke.
I'm right back to reality.
I think it's I think that song is 20 minutes for me. Like I love that
Mm,
song. Like it's just such a
Lil
it's
Uzi.
such a vibe. Like it's just
Yeah,
like it just puts you in good spirits. Like
yeah.
automatic. As soon as it cuts on, it just puts you in good spirits. I think that's that
I,
song for me.
it's funny that was when their heads ringing was that was their song because I mean if they ain't get big smoke, big one their money, their heads about to be ringing too. Bro, it's why that all this was over $200, and not that it was just over $200, but that they also had to compete with Debo.
They had two. Yeah, you had two villains in there. Which one? Which villain was more scarier? I didn't even think about which villain was more
Oh,
scarier,
Debo,
Big Worm or
Debo,
Debo.
Debo, because there was no negotiating with him. Big Worm was like,
There
"Well,
was no
have my told you
negotiating
about
with.
what we doing?"
I mean, I guess. Yeah, you're right. You're
Like,
right.
there's
Okay.
no
At
you
the end,
like Big Worm. He told you very tangible, like, this is what I need,
yeah,
and that's he communicated very clearly. He knew exactly what he needed.
he was an
Debo,
okay guy. He wasn't that
D
much of a
boy,
villain.
like Red was just minding his business. It's a guillotine chain. Like, what do you do with this?
Would you
That's
ever?
completely unreasonable.
No. So if your son, I don't care what age. So if your son, let's say your son's 15, son's 15, is their neighborhood bully, takes your son's bike, takes your son's bike. Are you going to make your son fight this bully? Or are you just gonna chalk it up as an L and be like, son, I'm just gonna buy you another bike, but don't get this one taken, bro. Which one?
Nah,
I,
you
I,
can't. We gotta talk through how we want to handle it. How we want to handle it, because I can't. You can't
don't be a
just like
responsible adult here, Darren. I need violence.
because like, all right. So in this example, let's flip it back around to you.
uh,
Let's say the bully is the Debo in the situation. Like,
uh,
he's of relative size, and like, I don't know how big were you at 15 or 14 or
I
whatever. Like,
wasn't that
let's
big. I was a little skinny kid.
now if you what was you
You
tell
know what though?
yourself?
I think my parents would have made me be like, bro, you better go get your bike back. And if I couldn't,
You know
if
what?
you know what, but I say that, I say that, but in that same instance, I think if quote this hypothetical Debo 15-year-old Debo would have knocked my ass out the way he knocked Red's ass out,
Well, you're not gonna do
my mom and dad, my mom and dad would have reacted the same way. Boy, you better get your
His
you
ass
gotta
said,
get
"No,
your
let me."
hand in this car. I don't know why you come down here messing with these people. Like his ass didn't sit him down there in the first place, man. That's something
My
about it.
grandmama gave me this chain. I'm like, bro.
No,
First of all,
that dude,
if
daddy
you,
sit him down there to take an L, man.
bro, let me. This is a side note, right? Like, so when we were young and hanging out in high school, right? We had this friend, and he was a bigger guy, like a much bigger guy,
Mhm.
and he was just super into like wrestling and like mixed martial arts before like became a thing.
Uh-huh.
And so like we'd be kicking it, and he'll just like randomly like yoga dude up and like try one of his moves. And it wasn't nothing you could do because he's big dude. Like, you just got to sit
Gotta
there
sit
and
there,
just.
take that L, man. You sit there, and
So
take that L.
it got to the point where I was like, "Yo, who all over there? Oh, big. Nah, I'm good. I'm good." You just be I'm like, I'm not. No, I'm not going over there. Like,
Why?
but what?
Why? I gotta be it's an anxiety feel. Anytime it's around,
I gotta be on edge
yeah, I'm on
every
edge.
time because I might get choked out. So my point is, Red had no business going anywhere. If Debo was anywhere in the
No,
presence, I'm not
that
going
boy
over there.
daddy sent him down there, man. He drove him down there, bro, to pick up
Bro,
his bike.
you can't even like say like, because at the end, right? Like, Craig picked up the rock and hit him in the head with it. Like,
Mm.
that's what I would think. All right, I would think that most of us would do in a situation. I'm not even gonna tell my parents. I'm gonna just deal with myself. I mean, he
Yeah.
told his parents, but my point is like they deal with themselves
I
by
don't even he didn't even tell his parents. His
trying
parents
to
just
even
found out
odds.
like kind of like on their own. Like his dad
Yeah, but
walked
like
in
they
with a
like
gun.
he tried to handle it on his own and just try to even the odds a little bit,
Mhm.
thug it out, fight it out. But as you saw, this carried over the next movie. Like, he broke out of prison to come
What
find
is
this dude.
dude? No. That's an excellent transition.
He could.
That
He went
dude
to the
was,
suburbs,
bro,
man.
4 years in prison. I think he said he was 4 years in prison. Thinking about that, bro.
Bro.
4 years. But my thing is this: how does it get word on the street that Debo about to break out of prison, but the police never find out about this?
That's why you got to defund the police, man. They don't even be doing the
They don't even be doing their jobs, man. Come on, bro. And they record the conversations. I'm sure these two idiots was on the phone, like, yeah, bro, we're gonna do this, that, and the third on the phone, dog, on Friday, March 14th. And they just like, oh well, okay.
Oh my
We'll
god.
catch them when they catch
Oh my
them.
god. Oh my God. All right. But yeah, that's a good transition. So this is a challenging time for everyone. And if you've recently lost your health insurance, it can be even more challenging and stressful. Don't go without. Call Karen Ward Maynard at 770-289-4604 or visit KarenWardMaynard.com to request a quote and have all your individual health, life, dental, and long-term care insurance needs met. Again, that's KarenWardMaynard.com. KarenWarde Maynard, Maynard.com. So, we have Friday, and that ends. Craig, wins the fight. And did Big Worm get his money back?
He did. Did he?
He did. I don't think he got his money back, bro.
He did. I think there was a resolution to that. I think there was a
Mm.
resolution to that. There's a
All right.
resolution to all the ties. There was no
Okay.
leftover ties.
All right.
The only
So,
leftover tie was
Debo.
Smokey going to rehab or not. But
All
apparently he
right.
did. Apparently he did it next Friday.
Yeah, they know that he went to rehab
Yeah.
in the beginning. So, all right. So next Friday.
By the way, I say this last week. I said that next Friday was next week. Last episode, I said that next Friday was probably my least favorite of the Fridays. I think I said that because every time I watch next Friday, it's on like VH1 or BET, right?
So it's edited.
It's edited.
Yeah.
I watched next Friday last night. I bought it, rented it, whatever, for like $2 on Amazon, and it was hilarious, dog.
This movie, though.
Hilarious. It's my second favorite Friday now.
I'm pretty sure that's like the first movie that I had seen Mike Epps in.
I think that movie kickstarted Mike Epps' career because I think
It can,
he made Next Friday, and then I was looking at that. He made Next Friday, and I think All About the Benjamins like
yep.
a few
Yep.
like All About the Benjamins came out either that same year or a few months after or whatever.
Yeah, like 01, 02, where he was a bounty hunter. And then he did then they did Q was on a roll. They did Barbershop, started that like the next year.
Yeah, man, he was, bro.
Q wrote it's
That's
crazy what rap could take some of these dudes, man. Like dude became a film.
a lot of. I mean, you know what? A lot of those like '90s rappers have kind of crossed over into that TV realm, which is amazing,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
especially like a guy like Cube. We probably should have talked about this in the beginning, but a guy like Cube, like he comes from like gangster hardcore rap, like Cube, Snoop, Ice T,
Yeah.
uh, who else? I'm sure if Tupac was still alive, he would be in
Bro,
some
Tupac
major
was
films or
like
whatever.
he
Like he
was
was in
doing that
major films in the
already.
'90s.
Yeah, he was already a film star in the night. Like he was going to just continue to get bigger.
West Coast. I guess these West Coast rappers know that TV is where the money at.
Bro, but that's things like they're so talented. I just wish I wish more I hope more young artists continue to get these opportunities to show their
Mm,
talent because like if like they had to fight to get the opportunities to be able to executive produce or
mm,
Q did and DJ Pooh like
mm.
produced this screenplay that they had and it turned into this huge success. Like Friday was a $3 million budget and it hit the box office for like 30 million
Mm.
and it just went from there. So like it's like I think each one of the movies they released next Friday and Friday after next all were success as far as making back their budget and then developing a huge following.
I mean, well, I think
Anyways,
yeah. Go ahead. Yeah,
I was saying anyway, back to next Friday.
yeah.
Um Day Day or Smokey, like Chris Tucker or Mike Epps. Who was a better compliment to Craig and just the movie itself?
I mean, I think obviously Day Day because he got two
You,
movies out of it. Um,
but he only got two movies because Smokey was too big or Chris Tucker was too big to do
but
Friday anymore.
you know what? I don't think
He was,
you think he was too big to do next Friday.
bro. Yes, that's post Rush Hour. They couldn't afford him.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
What?
Maybe you're right. But anyway, I think I think Day Day still was the better like sidekick because I think in a sense like Craig
Yeah,
kind of tagged along with Smokey and got into his nonsense,
yeah.
but
But this,
Day Day was kind of like the tag along to Craig.
so that is so like all right. So next Friday, right? It's really about they're trying to go to the hood to escape their various problems,
Which is
but
it's not working for them at all. Like
That's like this. That's, so if you were to
like El-
you lived in Atlanta, and like
yeah.
I grew up like on the outskirts, like in the suburbs, outside the city of Atlanta, and you quickly realize that yeah, people try to leave their respective areas to get better lives in the hood and or in suburbs, but that's not how it works. They just bring those
They
problems
just
into the
with them, bro. They just
suburbs.
bring them to the suburbs with them. But like the funniest part was like Elroy, like as soon as he met Craig, as soon as he saw Craig, was like, I put down 250,000 cash. That's why I'm the king of the block. Like this only house paid off. Like lying through his teeth. Like
Well, no. He wasn't lying. He did pay it off. He didn't pay his property
oh,
taxes.
okay, that's what it was. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, all right.
So he
Okay.
was very truthful about that, but he didn't tell the whole truth.
250,000, which is also funny that you hit the $1 million lotto and all you could afford was a $250,000 home. Like I know they take out taxes and everything, which will probably leave you with roughly, I would say, at least minimum 700K, right? Like you could have at least stepped it up a little bit more and bought you a 500 just cash.
You know what's wild? I was like thinking, you know what? That actually wasn't a bad. That was one of the better choices they made. But it's like, what did you do with the rest? Like he had this whole room with all these sex toys. Which I mean, do your thing, Uncle Elroy, do your thing. But, like, where did all this money go? What?
Oh, that's what they said he was like spending on like hookers and everything.
And
He was like those $40 hookers add up.
that daddy bought this Beamer that he know he can't afford it to upkeep.
And his baby mama, whoever she was, his ex-girl is like ruining it.
And you knew he threw her some money. You know he just throwing her money and obviously still working out the back of Mr. Pinky's whatever records. Is that what they were selling?
It was a record store. It was a record store. So which leads to my scene, two of my favorite scenes. Obviously that was the kickstart of the little African dude's career too. I can't think of his name.
Oh,
I can't get
Michael
jiggy. This, yeah, Michael Blackson. Like that. That was the first time I seen him in a movie or whatever. But that scene where he's like, he walks in the record store. He's like, "What is this? I can't get jiggy with this." Like, I guess which we talked about too. Like, what do you think? What do you think? What album was that? And two, what's the worst album you bought?
Oh,
that you really want your money for? I can already tell you mine. Mine was Jim Jones' "Pray for Rain."
Interesting. Mine was what was it? Chingy right there.
You bought the album?
I bought the album.
Why?
Bro, so I was in seventh grade.
Mike about the first.
Hold on, I got a story. Ain't gonna judge me. So my seventh grade, I had a girlfriend, and it was like Christmas, and she like Chingy, so like I bought her the album, and I was like, I want the album too, and I bought me the album too. I was like, right there is hot, and then you know, and I was like, yo, this shit's trash. This album's awful. Why did I buy this?
You know what? I think I bought "Pray for Rain" for that same. They had I think "We Ballin'" was on that album. You remember "We Side"? Oh, yeah. You know this ballin'.
Bro, that's how you had to live before. Like you would buy albums off of one single and just hope the guy. Like I guess the rest got to be hot. And like, yo, this is garbage. You'd have your wins and you'd have your losses.
But you just live with the best part was like. You didn't really know what you were downloading half the time, too, right? If you didn't buy the album, you didn't know what you were downloading and putting on your computer.
Lil Wayne, whatever, cool, and then you be here like, what the hell is this? Is this like, what is this Japanese rap I'm hearing? What is this? I don't even know what this is saying. I can't Google translate this.
And then my second favorite scene, which carries on throughout that whole like kind of clip or whatever, they're smoking in the back, and then Pinky's pulling up, and "Fame" by David Bowie cuts on, and I don't know if you ever heard that song by David Bowie. It's basically just like you're living off of this old high life that you had, like you're way past your prime, but fame does something to somebody's brain and thinks they're like hot all the time.
It's a great song choice for this.
It was because Pinky was like that all the time. Like Pinky thought he was like hot shit. Like I'm the man. Like that's who
Yeah.
I am or whatever.
Yeah, I'm so mad that we didn't. J Mike, music support group member, wasn't able to join. I don't know
Mm.
if you've seen this. So J Mike is notorious for consistently having one of the best Halloween costumes like on the internet. Like every year, his costume's flawless. One year he was Pinky,
Really?
and bro, I hope he has another on Instagram. I hope he does. Go to his. I don't even know what his IG tag is, but try to find it. And I just yeah, it's perfect. It's
I wish
perfect.
I wanted him to be on here so bad, but once we get into Friday at the next, I'll bring up the discussion topic, a question that I really wanted him to answer, and I know you have an answer for it too, but I know you have something you want to go ahead and
I'm
pass
good
on.
then. I'm
Huh?
good then.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
So yeah, you want to get hop into the next Friday?
yeah, yeah.
Friday
Hop
at the
in
next. I'm
Friday.
sorry.
Your favorite Christmas movie, like as you said.
Name your top 5 Christmas movies.
I don't even know if I have top five, but that can't be in it.
What? You know? Do you like Christmas? So please tell me you like Christmas movies. Please don't tell me you're that like
um,
cold hearted and you don't like Christmas movies.
no. So I'm actually very into Christmas. Excuse me. Thank you very much. I'm Mr. Christmas. And that's I like the decorations. I like trees.
Okay.
I like the music. I
So
like
give
all
me
that.
your top 3
Um,
favorite Christmas movies. Top of your head right now, just automatically that you can think
hmm.
of.
All right. So this Christmas,
Okay.
that was fun. Like the fun movie.
Okay.
I hate that you put me on the spot. I don't have. They all blur.
No
They all blur.
Grinch. Grinch.
I hate the
Wait.
Grinches. I
What?
hate the Grinches. I do. I don't like them.
That's getting
I consider Die Hard a Christmas movies. I really enjoy that one.
anyway. Oh, whatever, dude. Anyway, your favorite, one
I'm
of
hating,
my
bro.
favorite.
I'm hating.
You
I'm
are
hating.
hating, big hating.
I'm
My
hating.
top
Friday After
five,
Next is a good Christmas movie.
top
I'm
five
hating.
Christmas movies on my list. Friday After Next.
I wish you would have told me. I would have came prepared with that list.
I like putting you on the spot.
I don't like that.
It's funny that way sometimes. It's funny
Forcing me
that
to
way
be better.
sometimes. Yeah, it's funny
Yeah,
that way
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's go ahead. What are
Do you,
the overall themes of this movie? What are we talking about in this movie?
I mean,
Same
hey,
old, same old,
it really is.
same old. Basically,
They're really just every movie just about them trying to survive the day, bro. Like it's just them. They live in moment. They have living day to day. They live in well, yeah, they live in day to day, but just moment to moment, just trying to get through the
survive.
next
Yeah.
day, bro.
But you
Yeah,
know what?
ain't trying
You know what? At the beginning of Friday at the Next, I will argue that it seems like life is kind of settling down for them a tad.
because
They have an apartment.
security jobs
No, they had
and
an.
shitty
I mean,
apartment.
they had a job. One, remember, Craig couldn't
Yeah,
keep a job.
yeah,
They had an apartment. Two, that they were
yeah,
paying the rent on until they got robbed. Right, like they had a big ass weed plant. Like they had girls coming
yeah,
through. Like it seemed like
yeah,
they were okay. Maybe not
yeah.
living the greatest. Like they were
They're doing better.
okay. They
They're
were
doing
doing
better.
better. And Santa Claus robbed them. Or Ricky Smiley robbed them. Which, by the way, I think was another Kickstarter for Ricky Smiley's career.
He has like nationally syndicated radio show
Yeah, like I mean, I know he was on
huge comic.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't say he was like his career. He was on Comic View. He was a comedian way before that. But I think that was like
yeah.
one of 2 or 3 movies he was in.
Cat Williams,
Cat Williams as well. Cat Williams was in
Terry
the
Crews.
prime of his career. Terry Crews is on the come up. Yeah,
Yep.
like it kickstarted a lot of people's careers. Like Ice Cube just throwing like assists to everybody right here, man.
Do
Cube.
you think Uncle Elroy's barbecue was like? Because that's what he was. His thing was the barbecue joint. You think that joint was like
So
really
good, you
hidden?
want
A,
to
did you think it was
slap your
hidden? B,
mama. You
do
can't.
you think do you think he passed the health code? Or do you think
Yes.
you think so?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like he was either cheating to pass.
You know what? I say that, but I like Pops. Pops was there, so I side on Pops, and I think the food was actually good too. I would buy a plate. You know what? I take that back. I take that back.
You know that?
I haven't had the best barbecue out here in LA.
Hmm.
I haven't. I haven't.
Hmm. I would imagine that LA would have some strong barbecue with as much people with southern roots that live out there, but I guess
Let's put
not.
a pause on that. So I don't know I don't know who listens to this podcast. I don't know. I'm not trying to offend nobody or whatever, but Soul food in LA is trash. Trash. Capital
Really?
T,
That one
capital
spot we went to that
R,
you took me
capital
to
A.
was solid. What was that? Was
What?
that soul food or am I misremembering that?
I never took you
The
to a
last
soul
chick
food spot out here.
that chicken spot we went to. I guess it's not really soul food. That's just fried
It was
chicken.
like fried chicken. It was like a hot chicken
Yeah,
spot. But
our
soul
chicken was
food,
delicious.
like, mm, mm, kind of weak. Kind of
Hmm.
weak. So I think to answer your question, I think Elroy's spot was trash.
Hmm. Okay.
That's why I was next to Holy Moly Donut Shop. They got shut down because they had flies in the donut shop.
So back to the the comedian that stole Christmas. Um, let's. You ever been robbed, man?
I have. I
Would
have.
you try to? Would you try to go track down the
You
man
know
that
what?
robbed
You
you?
know what? I probably would, dude. I've been robbed. Like I think I've been robbed twice. I won't. I'll tell you the first story off air. That was kind of my fault.
Mhm.
I was a walking lick. The second time wasn't my fault. I had walked in from work and I was on the phone. I think I was on the phone with like trying to get my car, something with my car fixed or whatever. And I walked in and I saw my door had like was kind of off the hinges. And like I like walked in and nothing was out of place. Legit, nothing was
Mhm.
out of place. So I was little like concerned. Like I was like, did they steal
Mhm.
anything or whatever? And I had just bought Amber's engagement ring. I remember that, and I put it in the door right next to the entry door, like the closet right next to the entry door. So that was the first place I checked, and it was still in there. So I was like confused, and I was like walking around my room, and I had Jordans all on the floor. They took none of that. Right, my roommate had like watches and rings or whatever on his bedroom counter. They took none of that. So I was legit like, what the hell happened? Did somebody take my stuff? And then I looked at my kitchen table and I realized my Mac was gone. And then I realized my Xbox was gone. So that's all they took. They legit just took my Mac and my Xbox, which hurt me. You would never think two objects like that, a computer and like a video game console system, would hurt you, but
That's
oh
some
my
hurtful.
God.
Yeah, that's something you want. That's like, yeah, it's like y'all could take. It's like y'all could take anything else but this. Like, why didn't y'all take?
You know
Y'all could
what?
take
They couldn't have
shoes.
took anything else. You know what? They could have took the shoes. You know right? They could have took the shoes. I would
Right,
have
take
been
the
like,
shoes. Yeah.
I can get some new shoes. I only wear them once or twice every 2 to 3 months. I don't really care. But
They took everything in next Friday or Friday after next. I feel like they took
they took their
the
rent
whole.
money. They took their rent money.
Yeah,
How much do you think their rent was?
prices are always like things that cost in movies are always off. So I would say they're probably like paying like
How much?
1,100,
How much do you
12.
think they chased them down for? How much would you chase somebody down for if you got robbed? Let me
Oh,
flip
none.
that. None.
I mean, because well, I guess so. If that were your situation, like if they stolen like a, no, I probably have insurance on that. I'm too
I did
responsible right
have
now.
insurance, but
I'd probably still chase him down. If it was like a ring, like an
uh,
engagement ring,
uh,
I'd chase him down.
like
We
if
got
you
to get this
saw,
out.
like if you were in a situation where you saw them,
Yeah, yeah, I'd chase him down. Yeah. Nah, if I see you, now we gotta.
I
Yeah.
have another Robert, somebody getting robbed story. Somebody from the music support group. I won't say his name. I won't say his
Damn,
name,
bro.
but this is to spare him. I mean, it's a funny story. He's survived. He's
As long as
alive.
he's okay with you
Yeah,
telling me,
that's
I
why I won't
guess.
say his name. But he knows who he is. Anyway, so I think the story goes that he was just moving into an apartment like on the east side of Atlanta with him and his friends. And the
Mhm.
day before they were supposed to move in, he decided that he was going to spend the night in order to kind of like get just a head start on the day and just moving in or whatever, like
Mhm.
unpacking stuff or whatever. Excuse me. So in the midst of him sleeping on the couch in the middle of the night, some people walk in the house, obviously robbing them.
Mhm.
Uh, and my man just puts the covers over his head.
Time out. Time out. Time out. Time out. My man said I'm gonna hide under the covers. They can't see me
My
here.
man, hey, to his credit, to his credit. So my man, my man, my
What?
man put the covers over his head as the people proceeded to rob his entire house.
No. No. No.
Like I said, I'm not gonna say no names. Hopefully, I told this story. Hopefully, he doesn't mind me.
We gotta talk
It's
about this
funny.
offline. You gotta tell me what it is. I gotta know who this is. Oh my god.
But to
Oh,
his credit, one, I guess he was safe. You never know what they had. They might have had
this is
weapons.
true. This
They
is
might have had
true.
weapons. He didn't have a weapon. Obviously, that was he was like, I'm totally FUCKED right now. Like,
I, I think it's just it's the hiding under the covers part. I'm not saying that no one else wouldn't have done that, but it's just the fact that I'm just envisioning him just under the covers, just
yep. So my man just hid under the covers while the people proceeded to take everything in his apartment.
oh my god, bro, that is the funniest thing ever. Um, I, I was- oh my god, wait, so the girl I was like, Craig, tell your daddy I said hi. Was that the
Oh,
landlord,
David,
right?
David, yeah, that was the landlord. David's mom,
When you, if
Miss
your
Pearly,
if
Miss
your
Pearly.
if your son was Craig
No,
and this
because I'm sure Amber will pull up just like Craig's mom pulled up. I have another story to tell you off air about that too. That was there was a situation that happened to me. I was in a similar situation like Pops, not in a situation like that where I was almost in bed with somebody, but a woman pulled up on me and Amber was like legit close by, and I was like, "Look,
I need
hey,
to leave
I need you to stop."
like right now, or else
We're all
none of us are
dead.
gonna be okay. This is not gonna be good for any of us. I need
We're
you to
all
go far
dead
away.
here. Look, try to save a life.
Oh my
Trying to
god.
save a life here.
Oh my god. All right. Real quick. Favorite character of each Friday.
Mm,
I'll give you mine
okay.
if it helps. All right. Um, obviously Smokey in the first one.
Hmm.
The second one, I thought Joker was fucking hilarious. Like
Which
that, he was just hilarious.
which one was that?
Everything
That
he was
was
doing. The head guy that had like all like the little one liners.
oh yeah.
Yeah, him, and then Friday After Next, Cat Williams carried it. Like, it was hilarious.
Mm, I guess I I think I like Craig's character in all three movies,
Same.
except for Friday After Next. Day Day's character, I think, like Mike Epps was hilarious in Friday After Next. Like I think he came into his own on Friday After Next.
Yeah,
Like I think that was like the Mike Epps that like everybody like knows and
and to
loves
know.
Friday After Next. And I think that's what makes that movie so funny because Mike Epps is like one of my favorite comedians.
It's crazy that they did
And
those.
Cat Williams was like at the height of his career then. Like
Well, he wanted to hype
not
then.
at the height, but he was about to take off. He had just dropped
Yeah,
like a special or two and it was like this is
yeah.
hilarious. This dude is hilarious.
And they did like the Pimp Chronicles after that.
Yeah. So
I think it's like I feel like Terry Crews. It's funny imagining him in these movies now, being how like
how
the
he's played out. I was
yeah
just thinking about that earlier today, dude. He's like, so he played that role like I don't know what do you want to call it, the undercover convict or whatever. Like,
the quasi closeted ex convict.
yeah. So
He did this the
played
same thing in what's the joint called? Longest Yard.
yeah. So he played those two roles, right? Very stereotypic black roles.
Yeah,
And then he plays the role in White Chicks where he hates whatever it is, just black people. Period. What did
yeah.
yeah? So like he liked white women. Like that's all he liked was white women. Like
It came very. It was very much a caricature,
yeah, it really
and
was. And he played he
who
like
knew?
he does these type of roles. Like he loves these type of roles. I don't want to say he loves them, but
He
I
plays them
mean,
well. He
yeah,
found his niche,
yeah.
and come to find out, he is a character. Who knew? Right there in front of us the whole time.
It's always funny. Like even like with thinking back like on Stacey Dash. Like think on Stacey Dash and the characters that she played in like Clueless, and even like her appearances like on the Fresh Prince or whatever. It was very like
I was
snobbish,
just watching that
stuck up.
episode the other day.
Like what I'm saying. It was like very snobbish,
Yeah.
stuck up or whatever, and she played it well.
He
And
played it
and
right
for
into what
yeah,
she's
like to
doing
the
now.
T. And for the most part, you don't really think of like, okay, these are just actors, they're acting,
Hmm.
but sometimes these people just tap into who they are. Like
Like,
look at Denzel. Denzel's great at being Denzel at this point. Like at this point, Denzel is the equalizer. Denzel is the lawyer. Denzel is the teacher. Denzel as like it.
but that's like he could do. That's like so. That's essentially saying that he. I don't know. I don't have a feeling for what his actual real personality is. Right.
Mhm.
I think that's like the mark of a good actor. Like I have no idea what Leonardo DiCaprio's
Okay.
true personality is. I have no idea.
No, you know
Like,
what? No, you know what though? You know what though? I disagree because this is where I think that Denzel is just so good personally. I think that and he just has, street cred
mhm.
that I don't think at this point in Denzel's career, he's not like totally going out of character for these roles. Like it's a very similar like Denzel type
Yeah.
character for the most part. Like not
So,
to
but
say
what does
that
that?
not to say that
How would you
Denzel.
describe that? Like, what does that mean?
What do you mean?
Like, what? Like, what? So, like, for example, if I describe a so like we were just like how we just characterized Terry Crews his
Mhm.
roles, like we, and that's kind of like how it's built into like his public personality, public
Yeah,
persona.
yeah. So I
It's not
don't.
really a public persona of Denzel. It's just like he's Denzel.
Yeah, and
Like, he uses his name to describe how he is.
yeah, and I just think like at first like throughout his career, like, Denzel he can act his ass off. Like he can do these roles and tap into these roles when he needs to. But I'm just saying, I think at this point in his career, he's just so good that he can just be whoever he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
For that,
Like this is Denzel's take on a lawyer. This is
I see what
Denzel's
you're
take
saying.
on a
I see
teacher.
what you're saying. Yeah,
This is, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not.
he is the template. Like he's creating his own template.
Yeah, like he's not Darren Maynard in the movie. The tech accountant Darren Maynard. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not that guy. He's Denzel the tech accountant. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. What?
We went from Friday to what? What?
I don't know. I don't know. We need to get out of here though. Let's get out of here though.
Oh my god.
This was fun though. I like
No,
this.
this is fun. This is fun. Next week, or not next week. No, not next week. Not next week.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Not next week. But the last episode of the series is going to be on Do the Right Thing, because I think a lot of these movies that we referenced gave all these figures in hip hop the agency and willingness to put a lot of hip hop elements in their movie, and it kind of all started with Do the Right Thing.
Yep.
Shout out to Spike Lee. So we don't have a guest on for that, and
Yeah. Hopefully we can get Glenn on.
Mm-hmm.
We can get Glenn on.
And that's it, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Got anything you've been
Anything?
running? Let's anything we've been running. Let's talk about some music real quick before we got like 3 minutes.
Bro, man, this week sucked, bro. I can't even listen to music for real.
Really?
You know, I lied.
What am I about to say?
Yes, I've been listening to not even new shit, bro. I ran like Lil Baby's all of his projects from Too Hard all the way up to
Okay.
My Turn, just because like especially like just living in Atlanta, like this all you hear anywhere from cars blasting radio, promotions. Like you
It's
just
little
hear
baby. They do play.
everywhere.
They play out the hottest artists down there, and
It's
it's
everywhere. And so I was like, and I was like, let me go back and listen to those old things that I haven't listened to. And I was
yeah.
like, I see the progression, man. Like
He's good. Him and
he that
Gunner.
dude, man.
Him and Gunner.
Yeah,
Him. I can see him
they're
and
them dudes
Gunner's
right now.
progression.
They're them dudes.
I've been running "Rich Slave" by Young Dolph. Fire.
I ran that yesterday too.
Hot.
That was nice.
Hot.
That was nice. That was hot. That was hot.
Limbo by Mine. Excuse me.
I ran that, but I didn't like. I was in the background. I didn't really get to digest it, but I think it was a good, nice, easy listen.
Okay.
On my first
flow. It was pretty good. Oh man, dinner party. So this guy texted me. Me and him connected actually talking about jazz music. And he texted me the other day. And he was like, "I know you've been enjoying this dinner party EP. It's Terrence Martin, Robert Glasper. Who else is on here? Terrence Martin, Robert Glasper. Why
does that sound familiar?
It literally just came out. Ninth Wonder's on here. Okay. Yeah, and I think Ninth Wonder's on here as well. And it's really, 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 really good. It's like 7 songs, 23 minutes. Really easy listen.
Oh, it's really lit. Good. Oh, it's lit.
It's really good.
Bro, I wish that I wish more rappers would do collabs with them.
You know what? I want them to listen to
rap album.
Did you listen to Robert Glasper's last album?
Yes.
Yeah, like YB and Corday and those guys like hopped on the album or whatever. And it was really dope.
I want more of that. I want more of that.
It was really dope. That's all I got. I think. Let me run.
That's the energy I want. No, that's it, man. I ain't got nothing else.
That's all I got.
No pressure. It's Saturday evening.
No pressure. Logic, really good. I know you don't like. I know you don't like. I know you don't like Logic. It's really good though, bro. You gotta check it out.
I believe you. I believe you. I'm not fighting y'all. Okay. I believe you.
All right.
It'll be there.
Okay. All right. Just letting you know.
I sound like such a troll when I say that. Like I'm not hating. I promise you, I'm not. I'm gonna get to it.
All right. I hear you.
On my own time.
All right. I'm letting the people know. If you're interested, Logic, no problem.
I'll definitely listen. Yeah, because
really good album. His last album too, so it's a really good album. Or so he says. Rappers be lying.
Rappers do be lying, but I mean, and everyone says, I want a rapper to come out and be honest. Be like, yo, it's scheduled to release today, but I'll be honest with y'all, it's not. Saying it. I want a rapper to be honest, just once. Because that'd
be boring. That'd be boring.
Would it be boring though? Because if a rapper came out and said, "Yo, this is, it's not good," I'm like, up front, it's just not great. I would listen to it.
Okay.
Cause I'm like, I gotta hear it.
Okay.
Be honest with me.
All right.
Tell me it's trash.
You know what? I think a lot of rappers are being honest with people, but that's a different discussion. We gotta get out of here.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Usually when you're making your art, like whether it's good or not. It's fair. It's fair. It's hard. You're usually you're gonna have a bit more favorable opinion on it than the artist. Yeah, all right, cool. That's it. That's all I got, man.
That's all you got?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, we're after.
Okay.
Just trust me.
Okay. All right.
just stay on after. Just stay on after. Just trust me.
All right. All right. So if you don't got nothing else, I ain't got nothing else. It's Saturday. We both got jobs, but we ain't got nothing to do. So I'm about to go enjoy my evening. So
I'm taking a nap.
It's like 8:00 out there, dude.
I am fully aware.
Whatever. Yo, this is Curt, aka Leroy Green III. Appreciate y'all listening again. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I didn't mean. I'm sorry. I thought my bad, bro. That was rude. Go ahead.
This is Curt, aka Leroy Green III. Appreciate y'all listening to another episode of Rap Nerds, our summer film series. Go ahead, Darren. Now you got.
Thank y'all for joining us again. We'll see y'all on our next episode. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. Oh yeah, we're obviously video. You guys can see us now. YouTube, IGTV.
The Rap Nerds everywhere. Rap Nerds.
Where else are we on? We are on
YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, SoundCloud. Google. Just Google us, the Rap Nerds.
Literally everywhere. Anything you can get your
Rap stuff on. Instagram, music support, music.support.group. Find us on
sir.
music.support.group on Instagram.
That's it.
All right, y'all.
As a peace.
Peace.